Hey, what's up, everyone? How are you doing? Oh, let me turn my radio down. Hi, how is everybody doing today? I am doing great, fantastic. Um, so let's get into this review. This is Siesta Key, season 3, episode 8. So you're the ex-wife. Okay, so Juliet, after the whole aftermath of what went down at Jared's party with Juliet, Alex, and Alyssa, everything like that. The next morning, Juliet, she's eating pizza, she's down in the funk. So we go back and forth between Juliet and Alex and Alyssa. So Juliet tells Kelsey and Kelly that she's been crying all night, just everything that's been happening, the build up that led to this, and just everything. She's been crying all night. She's exhausted. She's tired. And, they talk about what happened when he showed her the text messages. And Alex and Alyssa. Alex shows Alyssa the text messages that were between him and Juliet. And, of course, saying that I miss you. And, the text messages that he showed to Robbie. Alyssa's like, why is she even, sending this? Why? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. And Juliet, she said that she doesn't know how to argue with someone who is lying. And like I said before, Juliet, he's the type of guy that lies about who he's been texting, who he's been calling. He's the type of guy that needs to have proof. You need to show that person that, yo, your man has been texting me this. Your man has been calling me this many times. Alex is the type of guy that he likes to, just lie. And it's he's the type of guy that, okay, I need to show proof. If I'm being accused of something that I'm not, I need to get proof. And Alex is that type of guy. You need to have proof. And so, that's what happened with those, separate groups. Jared, he's having lunch with his mom. And he tells his mom about the party and everything like that. He also said that his ex-wife, Jessica, FaceTimed him on his birthday. His mom doesn't really care for Jessica. And the reason why is that she broke his heart. Like I said in the last review, I believe, he was married for 2.5 years, and they got married 2 months before he got deployed. They divorced when he was deployed, and a lot of stuff was going on with their relationship. And so the mom doesn't really care for Jessica. And, they both have, a drinking issue. When they drink, things get toxic. And so that's kind of reasons why, moms isn't on board with Jessica. So then we get conversations between BG and Garrett and Amanda and Chloe. Amanda and Chloe are talking about her and JJ, Amanda and JJ, making out in the pool, cuddled up. Let me close the window a little bit because neighbors are mowing the lawn. About Amanda and JJ, kissing in the pool and, filling up on each other, whatever. And she tells Chloe that she talked to BG and, she's kind of still pissed at him. And then they also talk about Juliet, Alex, and Alyssa. And BG and Garrett, they talk about what happened with Amanda. So then we see Jared has dinner with his ex-wife, Jessica. And, just the little friendly banter, back and forth convos, whatever. Talking about how his mom is kind of, not here for you being here. And, her parents are upset about the fact that they got divorced. And it's they were young and, stuff happens. And so they're going to have fun. They're going to drink. Alex and Chloe talk about Juliet and what happened, saying that it was crazy about what she did to, Chloe's sunglasses and what she did with Alyssa. And she said that she's going to meet up with Juliet. And you can see the fear in Alex's eyes when Chloe said that she was going to go to lunch to Juliet because she knows Juliet is going to bring proof. So it's he's fucking screwed. Amanda Okay, Amanda, Madison, BG, Chloe, and Garrett, Jared, and Jessica, they meet up for drinks. And, sorry. I had a burp, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so they have drinks, and Amanda, Madison, Chloe, they talk to Jessica saying, what happened in the divorce and, why did they get divorced? And she said it was just bound to happen, just building up, and it just exploded into the divorce. And so they also tell her, which she did not know, about Jared's, PTSD, because he was in, the armed forces. And he did, he has PTSD. And he has depression. It's like she did not know anything about this. Not at all. They even said that he came back a totally different person than what he was when they were in high school. And, it's sad with someone who's going through that. For me personally, my ex, he was in the Army. He was in the Army, I think, 4 years? I don't know, 4 years he was in the Army. But on our, I think, second date, I asked him, like, if he did have PTSD, and he said not to, the extent of what, people usually get, but yes, he does have PTSD sometimes, and, it's like, it's hard because you don't understand. You can try to feel for what that person's going through, but we won't ever understand. The only people who will understand are people in the armed forces who knows, like, what that whole process is. And it's like, it's sad. And PTS, I mean, it can be from, not as bad to, like, very, very bad. And in Jared's case, I don't know where he wavers on that, but it's sad when you get PTSD, and I feel bad for Jared in that. But it sucks that his ex-wife doesn't know, because he spent 2.5 years, but it's like, you didn't know that your ex-husband has PTSD and has depression. It sucks. And so Chloe and Juliet meet for lunch. Juliet gives Chloe a present for her sunglasses. I wouldn't have given Chloe any fucking sunglasses. And Chloe was fucking petty when she walked in to meet Juliet. She's like, do you like my glasses? Shut the fuck up. She's so fucking petty. Fuck. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Juliet gives her sunglasses, the exact same ones, and she apologizes for what she did. She also tells Chloe that Alex is lying, and that he has been texting her, and they did have, 6 hour conversation, and she showed Chloe proof. Showed her proof, like she should have showed Alyssa proof when she confronted Alex. And got the text messages, got the phone calls. She said, I can pull up the ones from last week. So there have been multiple times that they have communicated, and Alex just straight up fucking lied about it. And Chloe was like, okay, this is now not one-sided. Now you are telling the truth, and I do believe you. And it's fucked up that he's making you seem like this fucking liar and crazy person. And it is. It sucks. Like I said before, you will not make me look like a fucking idiot. That is one thing you will not do. If we ever fall out and you fucking say, yeah, we weren't communicating, we weren't fucking talking, no, I'm done. Don't make me look like a fucking liar. Don't make me look like an idiot, because I will fucking pull up proof that we have been communicating after we broke up and everything like that. It's just, don't make me look like a fucking idiot. And Juliet, you should have had proof on you on deck when you were going to confront Alex and Alyssa, pulled up. Like, you should have had proof on deck. And so, what's next? Next is Jared. He wakes up at the hotel room. He slept on the couch. Jessica slept in the bed. And they talk about, well, she told him that the girls told me that, you have PTSD and you have depression. And Jared went in depth to that. He was like, yeah, after got out. He lost all his money, and he moved in back with his parents, lost his job, and it's like, you just, everything piling on, personal life, and, you just get depressed. And trust me, someone who, was diagnosed with depression, not just saying that, oh, I have depression, no, I actually got my therapist told me, yes, I have a therapist. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Nothing's wrong with that. You think you need help, get help. And I got help, and look here. Having a therapist is the best thing that I've ever done. The best thing, because I am just so much more happy. And it's like, that's the best decision I've ever made. But it's like, being diagnosed for depression, it sucks. You feel like, what is going on in my life? Like, why am I here? And it's like, things just keep piling on. You don't know what to do. And it's like, I'm good now. Like, I'm great. I haven't had any episodes like that whatsoever. But I can, agree with Jared. It's hard. Life is hard, and you get depressed. And so she said that she wished that she could have done something, to be there for him. And so they said, look here, she's going to be here for, next couple days. We're going to rage and we're going to have fun. What's next? Sorry, guys. What's next? So then we have the reopening. Everybody's showing up. BG and Amanda show up together. JJ comes in moments later saying that Amanda's with BG. And he's like, okay, all right, cool. Chloe and Alex. Chloe tells Alex that Juliet is coming. It is freaking hot. I might change into freaking shorts, dude. I'm wearing leggings. It's freaking hot. Chloe tells Alex that Juliet is coming. And she said, you might want to tell Alyssa what happened, because Juliet showed me the text. And Alex was like, well, I don't know what she's telling you. She might have, altered the stuff, but dude, no, she's being messy right now. And Chloe called him out. Chloe was like, look, you don't have to lie to me, Alex. You don't. Okay? Tell Alyssa before Juliet does. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it, because I don't want any drama here, so I'll tell her. So Alex tells Alyssa the truth. He tells her that I did have a 6-hour conversation with Juliet. And of course, Alyssa's mad. Like, why were you lying? So it took Juliet to come here for him to tell her the truth. And he was like, no, it's like, I was going to tell you the truth. It's just like, I didn't know what to do. And Alyssa was like, just cut the bullshit, dude. And she said from the jump, keep it real and keep it honest. And I was like, well, I don't know why you're mad at me. Like, I should have never said anything. And she's like, why did you want to say anything? It took Juliet coming here. And he was like, no, it was just like, I didn't want this to happen. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck? And of course, Alyssa's mad, but she's not mad to the extent. She was just like, make sure that shit doesn't happen again. BG talks to JJ. He was like, it's kind of disrespectful how, you're just with Amanda and everything like that. It's like, I'm trying to build something with her. JJ's like, well, look here, dude. Look, if I want something, I'm going to go get it. Like, she's mine. And Amanda's in the background saying, like, I am not anybody's. So she comes and she tells him that, look, I'm not either one of your guys' girlfriend. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I don't know what BG said, but he said something and he just ended the shit with Amanda. I totally forgot what he said. So Julia comes and she brings Alyssa her swimsuit top that she bought. And, they're just talking shit about it. Jared introduces Jessica to Juliet and Madison. And then Kelsey walks in with Jade. She comes up to the group. And Madison leaves and Juliet leaves. So that leaves Jared, Jessica, and Kelsey together. Kelsey was like, oh, where's Jake, with my drink? He's taking forever. And then Jared said something smart. And Kelsey said, were you salty or whatever? And it's like this awkward silence between the three of them. And Kelsey was like, so what are you guys going to do tomorrow? Jessica was like, well, we're going to go to the beach and hang out. And then I'm going to leave. Kelsey was like, it must be emotional. And they were just laughing like, no, like, it's not emotional whatsoever. No, like, bye. And Kelsey was like, was it even real? If I was Jessica, I would have been like, bitch, what are you trying to say? Like, where are you trying to go at? Like, it wasn't real. What do you mean it wasn't real? And, I didn't like Kelsey in this. Like, why are you trying to be, like, petty or something like that? Don't understand it. If I was Jessica, I'm pretty sure Jessica would have, fucked up Kelsey. But Kelsey didn't. Kelsey, you weren't in the right place to say, was it even real? Because you don't know what their relationship was whatsoever. So for you to even say, was it even real, was kind of, disrespectful. So I didn't like Kelsey on that. So Jared and Jessica, they leave. Of course, they bring up the, depression and everything like that again. And Jared was like, he goes to therapy, but it's like, it's hard. It is hard. It is. People can always say, oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. But it's like, that person needs to, like, just bring herself out. And it takes a couple of days, may take weeks, but, it's up to that person to try to, like, realize that they are worth it, realize that, they're put on this earth for a reason. And it's like, I really felt bad for Jared in that situation. And, Jessica was like, if this means that we need to take some time apart together, then we need to do that. And so they both agreed that they're going to take some time apart away from each other, So I feel bad for Jared. I just want to give Jared a hug. I do. I just want to give Jared just like this big hug. Like, just give him a big warm hug. That's all I want to do. So then at the end of the episode, Juliet sits down to Alyssa. She tries to apologize to her again. And Alyssa isn't buying that. Juliet said that she doesn't want to come between Alex and Alyssa. And Alyssa was like, well, look here. Like, if you're going to apologize, then it's like, do not come to me next week saying that Alex is calling me, Alex is texting me, because I just don't have time for that, Juliet. I really fucking don't. And Alyssa didn't buy it. She didn't buy the apology. And, Juliet said she didn't think it was harmless because she doesn't know, like, if they're together. Like, she didn't even know, like, the relationship that they had. And, Alyssa said, well, Alex shows me the texts. He shows me the phone calls, Juliet. And it's like, I just do not care. I don't care right now at all. And once again, Alyssa wasn't buying the apology, and Juliet just fucking walks away. So, that was the review for episode 8. Wasn't really all that much. And I'm looking at it, it's like an 18-minute video. Usually the rest is like 20 minutes or something like that. But, yeah, that was episode 8. And I'll give you guys episode 9 tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you guys later.